What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Stormy Banks, on another episode of the virtual women's marketplace. And today we have the beautiful Toni Williams. And I'm excited to be able to chat with you today, Miss Toni, because you have a production company that is getting off the ground and you are in business with family and you are doing the thing fresh, new, and believing in your business. So please introduce us to who you are and what your business is.
Okay. Hi, I'm Toni Williams, and I am the co-owner and co-founder of We Are the Rare Productions. My daughter, she's also a co-founder and co-owner of the business. And everything that we put in it, it's been a lot, but I am so passionate about storytelling and helping my daughter to see that we can do this without the outside validation. Like the industry has uh its stereotypes of what we should be, and we're trying to break away from that and show that we can be all things, not just one thing. And that's what We Are the Rare is about. It's about creating a space for creatives to come and think outside the box and not be pigeonholed to one thing, because as women, as Black people, we are creative all around.
Period. Same thing. I want to know more about We Are the Rare. What do you guys provide in terms of services?
We provide documentaries, we provide authentic storytelling. We help businesses brand with storytelling in mind, because people are drawn to the story. It's not just put the product up and, oh, we like that, but people are driven to what the story is all about. What's behind the brand? What's the behind the scenes? How did you get started? Just like us, how did we get started? We want to tell that story for other brands.
Yeah. So go into it. Tell us what made you start this company and what's the passion behind it?
What made me start this company is I watch my daughter, because I moved to California to support her dreams. I stopped everything I was doing to come and help her after she graduated. I gave her a year. And after that year, I wasn't planning to move here, but she was like, Mom, I need your help. So I moved out here. I stopped what I was doing. Me and my son, we came out to help her. And so as I saw her go through all these auditions, and I know people say, that's your child. Of course you think she's great. But I am a outside thinker as well. I can see her as not her mother. I can see her as a person on the sideline, and I can see where real talent is. And to me, my daughter is extremely talented, but going through those auditions and getting all those no's, and yes, we know that you get 100 no's before you get one yes, but I saw that, and that was taking a toll on her. And I'm like, why is she waiting for somebody else to validate her, to tell her that she's good enough? And I'm like, no, we're going to start our own production company, and we're not going to wait for anybody to validate us. We're going to be great like we are in our way, and without the stipulations or the restrictions that the industry put on Black women and Black people.
I love that because it sounds like a testament of just the true courage that it really takes to step out on your own and
Hmm.
something no matter what everyone around you is saying. Everybody might not see the vision, right? They'd be like,
Right.
girl, why is you moving to California and picking up
Right.
everything and doing it? You're like, no, I have a vision, I have a belief system that I know this will work out. Talk to
Mhm.
me about how you build up that confidence or that courage that it takes to really step out into a new lane.
Know how you build the confidence. I was in the military, and I've always been a person that goes after what I want, even at a young age. I grew up in East St. Louis, and as I saw things start to change and our house started to fall apart, and my mom was working hard, she worked for the government. And I started telling her, Mom, we need to move. This is not for us anymore. And I was only 15 or 16 years old. And she was like, um, we may not be able to afford it, but if you find us a place, we'll move. And at the age of 15, I went out and found us a place to live that was much better, in a much better area. And we moved. So I've always been like that. Like if I see something that's not right, it's not working, I'm always that person that's going to say, no, we can pivot. We can do it different. We can do it in a different way and a better way and get better results. So the same thing with business. I started my own photography company until I had to move. I ran that for 8 years. And then with my daughter, I'm telling her, no, we need to start this business. The same way when I went into the military, I need to go into the military because this is what I need to do for my family to get stability. So I've always been driven to go out and get the things and not be afraid to take on challenges and take on rough patches and just do all the things that's necessary to succeed.
I love that. That really inspires me because I'm the same person. I just was talking to my mom last night and she was like, Storm, you've had a boldness since you were a young child. And that is
Mm-hmm.
a gift of the spirit. Like you can't really teach it. Like you said, I don't know how to build it. It's just
Mm-hmm.
that's innately in you. So I want to hear more because it sounds like a lot of what drives you is being stable and being able to provide for your family and have a
Mm-hmm.
and good life for yourself. So I want to know what resources are you kind of looking for now that you guys have this new venture? What things are kind of supporting the business right now?
Well, right now I'm in school, and so I mentioned that I went into the military, so I am right now reaping the benefits of being a veteran, and I'm getting funding from school and for housing and for education. I'm getting all of this funding to now be able to concentrate and focus on the things that I dreamed of doing. Before I was working at a performing arts school, wearing all the hats, from general manager to directing to producing all of the theater plays and all of the school recitals, to mentoring kids, to encouraging those kids, to mentoring my supervisor. And then God bless his heart, he passed away, and then the school closed, and so I had to right then make a decision. Now it's time. Yeah, it was a sad moment, but it was also that time again to make a change because I had given my everything, my life to that school, and just put all of my dreams on hold just to support what he was building at the school. So I was like, okay, God, I hear you. Now it's time to focus on me. So when I did that, I said, okay, it's time. I need to go back to school and get the proper training to pursue my dream. And so that's what I did. At first, I was like, I'm too old to do that. But that was just like a 2 second. That
Yep.
was like for 2 seconds, like, girl, what are you talking about? Get your butt in that school.
That
Your
part.
butt in that school and stop trying to hold yourself back. So I do have those moments of, just because I'm human, you have those moments of doubt. But if you know that doubt doesn't get you anywhere and it's never gotten anybody anywhere, it only lasts for a few minutes before you're back on track to say, okay, no, these are the things I need to put in place. This is the way I'm going to succeed because I'm going to commit to this and I'm going to commit to that and I'm going to give it my everything because I know I can do that and I'm going to be successful and this is what we're going to do. So starting We Are the Rare was like second nature. Like it was no doubt in my mind that we were going to do this and I was going to make sure I put all of the steps in place to be able to do that.
And
And
you're
here I am today.
exactly, and you're doing it. So congratulations to you
Thank
for
you.
seeing the opportunity and taking it and embarking on it in full throttle. I read a quote recently that said, it takes the same energy to doubt as it does to believe.
Mm-hmm.
So it's best to go ahead and utilize that energy into the things that you really want to see, come to fruition in your life. So tell me then, now that you guys have this amazing agency and you've had years and years of experience in the theater world and photography,
Mm-hmm.
storytelling, documentary, and now you guys have We Are the Rare. What
Mm-hmm.
is your ideal client? What do you want to see really come through the We Are the Rare?
My ideal client is that business that just got started, and like myself, they're looking for funding, and but they want the best. They may not be able to afford it. They may not have all of the funding to do it. I want to be that company that comes in and says, We can partner together. I can build these commercials for you at a high quality at a lower price so that you're not paying industry prices. I'm always for the underdog. So I go after those companies that may not be, which is why I do a lot of volunteer work as well. I am also so willing to give myself to businesses that need help. I am for helping those small businesses that's struggling. So that's my ideal client. That artists, I've always helped artists who were just getting started. I used to do pictures, I used to manage models who were just getting started. I would put a package together for them, tell them where to go to audition, and help them get the roles that they needed because they couldn't afford to do it. They wanted to be in the industry and they wanted to have the support, but they didn't have the support that they needed. So that has been my track record for years. Even in the military, I was doing things outside of the military, helping other people. So it's just second nature for me to help the underdog and tell their stories, the unheard, the stories that people aren't listening to.
I love that, Tony. That really brings my heart, flutters because I think in terms of supporting that community is just so rewarding. And I think that there's a quote in the Bible, the meek shall inherit the earth. And
Mhm,
I see you as that person who's so
mhm,
humble and so meek. And you probably, don't really pop
mhm.
all the time. But
No, never.
but your fruit is in the community. Your fruit is in what you've produced and the people that you've served. And you're so selfless in the sense of, putting your dreams on hold for the school, putting your dreams on hold for your daughter and starting this new thing and encouraging others and your mother and just constantly being that backbone for a lot of people. So I'm excited to have you inside of the Pink Print community to, not only be the backbone, but also be the person who gets highlighted in this,
Mhm.
very here. So thank you for joining the Pink Print community. How did you end up finding it and how is it encouraging you, to date?
I found the pink print, I want to say online, on maybe on Instagram. And immediately when I saw you talking, at first I thought you were somebody that I knew. And then I kept listening and I'm like, that's not her. And then I was just like drawn to everything that you were saying. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna click no, my girlfriend, she's an artist and I help her. She called me and said, you got to listen to her. And I don't know why she probably saw the same thing. She put us together and she was like, here, go to her seminar. And then when I looked on there, I saw it was $15. I'm like, ooh, that's cheap. I'm going. And it was like a week long. And when I got on there, I recorded every episode and I was taking notes. And at the time I wasn't in a position to pay the money, but I kept those recordings and I kept going back looking and I'm like, God, Lee, I need her. I can't understand all these grants because I tried to do it on my own, but people, it's just, I'm not going to talk about that, but
I
I
get
use my discernment to look and listen and be very watchful of how you operate. And I was like, that's the one. She's the one that I need to connect with. She's about integrity. She's giving so much information. She is for real. She's true. So I kept your information and I was like, okay, as soon as I get back ready, I'm going straight to her. And so that's what I did. And I'm just like, I'm so excited. Every time I get an email, I'm just like, even if it's in the middle of the night, I get up and I start filling out the questionnaire. And I'm like, wait, shit, I got to do a video. And I'm not good in front of the camera. I'm behind the camera. And I don't like talking in front of a lot of people because I get shy. So I was like, okay, it took me all day yesterday to make my video, but whew, I did it. And then I got back on the questionnaire. I'm like, okay, wait, I got to go back. I got to do my research. I got to pull up these because I was with another company that you apply for all these grants. And I was asking them, what happened? Like I applied for this grant and it was like, well, we don't provide that information. And I'm like, okay, that's not working for me. So I was like, okay, Pink Print, Yeah, I'm working with them because they're going to talk to me. They're going to walk me through how to do this, and they're going to help me and explain to me what these things mean because I need to know these things for myself. So I'm just like really excited to be a part of Pink Print, just like so ecstatic.
Well, we thank you for trusting us. I'm always gracious and in complete gratitude to be able to support your business and you to continue to support mine.
Mhm.
And let them know, let everyone watching where they can find you in Instagrams or websites so that we can make sure to tag you below too.
Okay. I have a website. It's still in the works. We're still working. We're rebranding ourselves. It's www.wearetherare.com. I'm also on Instagram as that hash at we are the rare underscore productions. And we're also on TikTok, water, WATR product underscore productions. And those are our platforms. We're also on LinkedIn, but we don't do much there. We're on Facebook. So
Nice. We'll
that's where
make
you can
sure to
find
share
us.
all your information and
Okay.
as well so everyone can find you. And other than that, Tony, I'm so glad we got the chance to have this conversation
Me
and
too. I'm so
learn more
excited.
about what you guys are doing over there at We Are the Rare.
Okay. Okay.
Give one last piece of advice for anyone watching this that wants to also be in your industry or take the leap, what you would tell them.
I would tell them to stay the course. Resilient when you're building a business, resilience is everything. It's not going to be peaches and cream every day. You have to be willing to fight for yourself. And that's what I'm doing. And we are the rare. I'm fighting tooth and nail to make sure that this business stands tall among the giants.
Yes, I well, thank you so much, Tony, for joining us today. And if you want to join the Pink Print community, make sure you comment 2.0 under this post. We would love to have you and support your business and have opportunities like this as well. Signing off, your girl, Stormy Banks, certified grant writer and owner of Firm, your full service grant writing agency. Bye.
Bye.